Our next passage is a poem. We can tell just by the way that it's set up. It's very slim. We have different stanzas, which is also known as our different paragraphs. Our sentences aren't very long. Sometimes they're not completed on each line. It's pretty easy to point out a poem. Plus, they're usually pretty short. Air by Mordecai Gerstein. Air is everywhere. Why can't I see it? The sky is made of air. Is air blue? Air smells like roses sometimes, or fresh cut grass, gasoline or rain or skunk. Birds swim in it, and so do butterflies, bees, bats, and jumbo jets full of people eating snacks from seat trays. Swimming in air is called flying. Why can't I do it? Wind is air that's going somewhere. It muses your hair. It whistles in your ears. It tears leaves off trees and blows them away. Sometimes it blows the trees away and houses too, and whips the seas into foaming mountains that collapse and crash, hissing up the sand. You can't see air, only what it does. It has no color or shape unless you push it into a balloon or blow a soap bubble. Air. Take a deep breath. I'm so glad it's everywhere. Number 25. In line 19, the word muses means, so let's go back to line 19. It muses your hair. Is that A, gets wet, B, makes clean, C, removes from a location, or D, rearranges in an untidy way? So it's, why can't I do it? Wind is air that's going somewhere. It muses your hair and whistles in your ears. So imagine someone's hair in the wind. It's going to look rearranged in an untidy way. So our answer here is D. It's not A because we're not talking about getting wet. The wind doesn't wet anything. It's not B because the wind is not cleaning your hair when you go outside. And it's not C because we're not talking about being removed from a location. Number 26. Read lines 5 through 9 of the poem. Air smells like roses sometimes, or fresh cut grass, gasoline, or rain or skunk. Why does the poet include descriptive language in these lines? F. To persuade the reader to spend more time outdoors. No, this isn't trying to persuade you to do anything. G. To tell the reader that air can smell like many things after it rains. It only talks about rain at the end. It's not talking about what it smells like after you rain, so G is not our answer. H. To explain how the smell of roses is different from the smell of skunk. The whole poem is about air. We're not focusing on just on the smell of roses or on the smell of skunk. This is all about air, so H is not our answer. J. To emphasize that air can be both pleasant and unpleasant. Yes, because roses is a pleasant smell, but skunk or gasoline is not. So our answer here is J. Number 27. Line 38 is different from other lines of the poem, most likely because the poet wants to A. Show that this line should be read quickly. So first let's go look at line 38. Let's see. This is 39, so 38 is deep. So does the poet want to show that this line should be read quickly? No, if you're stretching things out with multiple letters, especially repeated letters, it means that you're reading it slowly and stretched out. So A is not our answer. B, add humor to the poem was by spelling the word incorrectly. No, we're not adding anything humorous or funny, and they're not intentionally trying to make you laugh by spelling it incorrectly, so B is not our answer. C, emphasize the idea expressed in the line. Could be, so we can put an M next to C for maybe. D, suggest that this is the most important word in the poem. No, that's not what we are doing, what the poet was doing there. Not saying that it's the most important. We're just trying to emphasize that idea of taking a deep breath. So our answer here is C. Number 28. Which line from the poem best shows that air can be powerful? F, the sky is made of air. That's not showing any power there, or how it can be powerful, so F is not our answer. G, it tears leaves off trees. If you're tearing something off of something else, gotta be pretty powerful, so G could be our answer. H, it has no color or shape. Again, that's not showing us any power, so H is not our answer. And J, or blow a soap bubble, that's not showing any power, so our answer here is G. Number 29, the speaker in the poem believes the difference between wind and air is that wind is A, colder, B, thinner, C, smelly, or D, moving. So if we go back to look for our text evidence, we have air is everywhere. Air smells like roses and sometimes fresh cut grass. And then we get to wind. Wind is air that is going somewhere. So if wind is air that is going somewhere, the best answer choice here is moving. So our answer is D. Number 30. What can the reader conclude about the speaker's ideas about air throughout the poem? F, the speaker has changed his mind about air. Nope, that didn't happen in the poem. F is not our answer. G, the speaker wishes that air could be seen. Never said they wish the air could be seen. H, the speaker thinks that air has quality that makes it special. Yes, because he talked about all the different things that represent air, how air smells and feels, things like that. So H could be our answer. J, the speaker is confused by his thoughts about air. No, that is not what we get from this. So our answer here is H. We're going to stop here and do one more brain break before we move on to the very last passage of this mock STAR test that you guys took.